but you also try to paint the spirit of the
Yes.
whale, the gray whale, the killer whale,
Right.
the little whale, the humpback whale.
Yeah, all species. Well, really, for me, the idea was when I painted the first whaling wall. I call them whaling wall, whales walls in Laguna
Spelled
Beach.
W-H-A-L.
Yeah, I just felt strongly that art could play an important role in the effort to protect whales, the oceans. And so I felt if I could paint 100 public murals, I could raise awareness and maybe cause some action. And it turns out I was right. You know, the whaling walls have had a really good impact on society. And now, you know, I mean, 30 years ago it was kind of, you know, strange to be green and protect and save the whales. You know, Greenpeace, of course, founded here. But today it's on everybody's consciousness, and people want more. They want action. So I'm trying to inspire kids to be youth ambassadors for the planet. That's why the Get to Know program is a perfect fit with the Wyland Foundation and what we're doing.
Very much so. You painted a bit of a trompe-l'oeil. I can't tell from the picture, but on the sailboat.
Oh, you saw that?
The hull.
Yeah. Oh, for the America's Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted a lot of canvases, and I painted at least 5 murals here in Vancouver. There's one at the aquarium. There's a building they named after me, Victoria. White Rock is where I painted the very first one here in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, and now I'm restoring the one over the Granville Bridge and painting the Olympic rings and the Vancouver Olympic logo, which I can pronounce. It is called Inukshuk.
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 That's right. You say it better, but
Well,
I probably
you know,
paint it better.
Guides, you paint it way better than I paint.
We're gonna find.
Trust
I'm
me.
painting it today.
My mother said if I wanted to paint, I could paint the bridge chairs or something. Forget this part.
Oh my God. Well, Bateman is joining me up on the scaffolding to paint the Olympic rings. So we got permission.
When?
That's a big coup.
Today?
Today, sometime afternoon, Robert Bateman and myself will paint the Olympic logo and rings, and then
On Granville.
I got a surprise for him. I'm going to paint a bald eagle, and then I'm going to have Bateman paint the eyes and some details on my bald eagle. I hope he'll do it. You guys keep your fingers crossed.
He'll do it.
All right?
He's a keen bean, as you know.
He is the nicest man ever, and he's always shared his art with young artists like me. He's inspired a whole generation of people all over the world.
And he and I are both kind of fake Buddhists, and he had an otter problem, and I had an otter problem, a river otter problem. So we solved it. I think he solved his. You'll have to ask him about that.
Sounds good.
So you said once, and I don't know what age you were, I never know what it is going to be till I start painting.
No.
So you don't draw a little sketch or take a picture or anything?
No, what I do
first?
is I'm a diver, and in fact, I go right from here to Grand Cayman to get inducted into the International Diving Hall of Fame. So I dive it. I take all the beauty that I see, and I just share it forward through my art, through my paintings, sculptures, and in these giant murals. So when I see that beauty, when I get to swim with a mother and baby whale, I paint that in my mind's eye, and then it's just a matter of putting it up on the wall for people to enjoy.
So you come across a Dairy Queen or something, and they allow you to paint on the side of it.
Yeah, my first mural was a Dairy Queen, and one of my teachers owned it, and he said, could I paint like an Alps scene that would make people hungry for ice cream? So, you know, all artists have to start somewhere. But I decided a long time ago that I wanted to use my art to create, you know, awareness and inspiration for people to get involved in conservation. And now it's expanded from oceans to all water habitats. So we're working with the U.S. Forest Service, with Robert Bateman's Get to Know. And, you know, today, you know, people have to work together for the big picture, you know. And I think art is going to play such an important role. And Bateman and I have made the investment in young people. If we can get our art and inspiration into the minds and hearts of young people, we can change the world.
So as a diver, you're under the sea. I've never been under the sea like you. Do you see dead zones, dead pockets, dying coral? How bad is it?
It's getting worse, and in '98 they had a lot of coral bleaching. The temperatures of the oceans are rising. There's pollution. There's overfishing. There's so many threats, shark finning. All these things can be changed. The ocean will heal itself, you know. And when we threaten the ocean, when we threaten water, we threaten our own life, because clean water and healthy oceans is tied directly to the health of humans. When they make that connection finally, they'll awaken to it. But kids get this instinctively. They know to not pollute the ocean, to protect water. Kids know this.
Sure.
So kids, teach your parents.
Well, they're trying.
I know. It's a great battle, but Vancouver's...
Any kids for you?
Millions.
Oh, stop.
Millions and millions more that we want to reach.
Is there a girlfriend, a wife, a family somewhere?
Yes, I have a girlfriend. but I don't give the details. Yeah. But
well,
yes,
she
of
had
course.
to ask.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Can I wink at her? Is that good?
Yes, you can. She
All
live
right.
here?
Never mind.
Stop.
Vancouver.
Where is she?
I love Vancouver, and I love
Vancouver.
that the Winter Olympics are coming to the greatest city on the planet for this event. So congratulations to all the athletes. Go USA. Go Canada.
Go Canada.
Right.
Now, how did you get a green shirt? Canada, are they available too?
I'm on your team. I am the U.S. Olympic artist, but I'm also for Canada, so there you go.
I know, but I think ours are red.
Well, you know,
Maybe that's
I'm green,
the
the environmental guy.
Aren't
Me and
they?
Bateman are green, green, green to the
Well,
core. We
why
have green
not?
blood. Underwater it looks green.
I think you do.
Yeah.
It's highly possible. So after this, what?
After this.
whales, I know
okay.
you paint. Will you paint more whaling walls?
Well, no, I'm done with the whaling
Done.
walls. I finished 3 years ahead. But the very next day, after we dedicated Hands Across the Oceans, we call it, the idea being that water connects all the people in all the countries of the world. All the kids from all the countries of the world held hands, okay? And in that kind of spirit, that water connects all of us and we need to protect it. Every drop counts. So then all that art, luckily, I wanted to paint the Great Wall of China, but they thought it was like, so they wouldn't let me do it. You know, they had a kind of a nervous laugh and they said no. But everything happens for a reason. So I ended up painting these on giant canvases with kids from 204 countries. All those canvases got to come back to America, to the National Mall. We painted one more with the kids of Washington, D.C., and then we put it all out together, a half mile of aquatic art, freshwater and saltwater, hands across the oceans. Beautiful. And now it can come to Canada. That'd be great to bring it here.
So
Stanley
faster,
Park.
stronger. So one mural at a time to help change the world for sure. The Art and Life of Wyland, hot off the press. This.
Yes. This is my new book, guys. It's called The Art and Life of Wyland. It's easy reading. I wrote it. There's a lot of big pictures in here. You know, I'm an artist, okay? But anyway, this is for you.
Why, thank you.
And the next project, I'm doing 100 monumental sculptures of all the aquatic life. I'm going to pick 100 cities in the world to have one of my monumental sculptures. I hope Vancouver
Oh, I hope
gets
so,
one.
because as you know, we're big on public art. And
Yeah, I would love to do one here.
It can be controversial, it can light up, it can be made of whatever you want to. These are beautiful.
Hey, can I
this
thank
lucite
Pure
sculpture,
Painters?
is this yours, the lucite
Yeah, all
sculpture?
the sculptures. I majored in sculpture. I got to thank Pure Painters, a local group here that donated all the paint to restore the wall, and they're out there right now getting it ready. Pure Painters, J.J. Keller, they donated the money to finance this. So one thing that people don't understand, too, I did all 100 walls as a gift to the world. That was my gift. I didn't get paid.
You didn't get paid,
I didn't want
and
to
you have a foundation.
Yes.
Were you born to the manor?
No, I was a starving artist for my whole life,
Okay.
but I'm doing good now. I'm doing good now, so I want to give more back.
Well, artists from all walks of life, thank you, and we thank you. And what kind of paint do you use?
This is a very beautiful water-based, non-toxic, ecological exterior acrylic latex. Beautiful paint. But if you guys are driving over to Granville and you see these beautiful orcas and a misty kind of tree skyline, in other words, Vancouver Island.
Okay, and the wind will die down.
And Bateman
just for
joining
you.
me, all
and
good.
We'll have to get Jean-Paul to, he should have brought more of these,
Yeah, I need
because
one
you
of
have to
those.
take one of these back.
I'll fly to Banner. I love you guys. Thank you,
Okay.
Vancouver, for having me back.
Thanks, Wyland.
Thank you, Fanny.
And coming up, he prefers you don't sneeze into it. He would rather you wear it, carry it around, wave it, and celebrate Canada with it. John Paul Holt comes in with his handkerchief.
Makeup services for Shaw TV provided by Beauty Mark.
In a tiny community in rural Zambia, something magical is happening.